Bonjour! So, still in lesson 15, unit 4, lesson 15. And we are continuing learning the direct object pronouns, or les pronoms compléments, that we were learning in lesson 14. In lesson 14, wasn't that long ago, you should remember, we learned me, te, nous, and vous. Right? We learned that they go in front of the verb in a sentence, so that the sentence structure would be subject, direct object, verb. So the me, te, nous, vous go before the verb. But we didn't learn how to say him, her, or them. So that's what we're looking at today. So let's look at some examples so you can see what I'm saying. For example, I could ask, tu connais Patrick? Tu connais Patrick? Do you know Patrick? I could answer, oui, je le connais. Oui, je le connais. Yes, I know him. Okay, so the direct object pronoun that means him is le. Je le connais. And just like me, te, nous, and vous, le goes right before the conjugated verb in the sentence. Well, it's not always sometimes it's an infinitive. We'll get there. Another question. Tu vois souvent Anne? Tu vois souvent Anne? Do you often see Anne? Oui, je la vois souvent. Oui, je la vois souvent. Yes, I see her often. Once again, la, that's our direct object pronoun. That's how you say her, is in front of our verb. Tu connais mes copains? Tu connais mes copains? Do you know my friends? Oui, je les connais bien. Oui, je les connais bien. Yes, I know them well. No, not yet. So you can see here, les is the direct object pronoun that means them. I know them well. Once again, les in front of the verb. Tu invites tes copains? Tu invites tes copains? Are you inviting your friends? Oui, je les invite. Yes, I invite them. So it's the same exact structure as the direct object pronouns, me, tu, nous, and vous, that we did last lesson. It's just, you know the rest of them now. Le, la, and les. Now, I'm just going to show you the chart that we had. So we had a chart for me, tu, nous, and vous, and here's the chart for le, la, les. So singular masculine is le or L apostrophe. Singular feminine is la or L apostrophe. And plural for either gender is les. Now, not only do le, la, and les mean him, her, and them, they can also just mean it. So le could be referring to an inanimate object. They don't have to be referring to people, just like il and elle, right? They also mean it. So, je le connais. Je le connais. I know him. Je la connais. I know her. Je l'aime. I love or like him. Now you can see here in the sentence, we don't know if it's le or la. We don't know if it's I love him or I love her. You just have to figure it out from context. And then je les invite, I invite them. Okay. That's it. Those are the new ones we've learned. A little more. Just more examples. Tu vois Hélène? Oui, je la vois. Yes, I see her. Do you see Helen? Yes, I see her. Je la vois. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to refer to a person. It can also refer to an inanimate object and just mean it. Tu vois cette affiche? Do you see this poster? Oui, je la vois. Yes, I see it. So you also won't know if these mean it or her, or it or him, without context. You need the context of what we're talking about. Same thing, tu connais Eric? You know Eric? Non, je ne le connais pas. No, I don't know him. So here it is in a negative sentence. It works the same way as me, tu, nous, and vous. Direct object pronouns have to go directly in front of the verb. Like, nothing can separate them. So ne goes in front of the object pronoun, then the verb, and then pas. Je ne le connais pas. Okay? That's it for that section. Now, in the imperative, actually, hold on. Let's pause. I want you to pause at this point in the video, and I want you to do the first practice in this worksheet. So just do the first one here, relation personnelle. I'll talk about it for a second and then let you move on. Décrivez vos relations avec les personnes suivantes dans des phrases affirmatives ou négatives. Utilisez des pronoms. Okay, so let's look at the example here. So we've got a picture. It's mon copain, my friend, invité, and you just get to decide if it's going to be affirmative or negative, but like about half should be negative and about half should be affirmative. Excuse me. So we know the verb is inviter, so if I want to say I invite him, often to my house, then it's je l'invite, right? I invite him, l'invite, and it's L' because invite starts with a vowel. And then you just gotta make sure you conjugate the verb. Now what about voir? Okay, he's my friend. Je blank tous les weekends, every weekend. So sure. Actually, I'm going to say I don't see him every weekend, okay? So we know ne comes first, then we know him, so le, then we conjugate voir for je, so vois, and then pas. Je ne le vois pas tous les weekends. I don't see him every weekend. And that's all you're doing for this section. So work on this, pause this video, and then come back when you're done, because I am lumping together the imperative and infinitive structures in this one video, because you already learned how to do them with me, tu, nous, and vous, so I don't feel like we need to stretch it out. Alright, pause, for real pause, do this, and come back. Okay, you've paused, you did your work, you're back, maybe you even checked it. Okay. So, in the imperative, if you think back to when we did me, tu, nous, and vous, we learned that in the imperative, me becomes moi, right, and gets hooked on to the end of the verb with a hyphen. Okay, so your sentences for quiz 14 were all like that. So let's just see some examples. J'invite Sylvie. Like, do I invite Sylvie? Oui, invite-la. Yes, invite her. Okay, so same thing. The object pronoun, instead of being before the verb in the imperative, goes after the verb and is connected with a hyphen. Yes, invite her. Or, in a negative sentence, it doesn't go after, it goes before. So, non, ne l'invite pas. Right, so in a negative imperative sentence, don't, do whatever, then it goes before, the object pronoun goes before the verb, like you would expect from a normal sentence, and then ne pas around both of them. Okay, j'achète les billets. J'achète les billets. Do I buy the tickets? Oui, achète-les. Oui, achète-les. Yes, buy them. Same thing, the object pronoun, instead of being in before the verb, goes after and is connected with a hyphen. But in the negative, non, ne les achète pas, the object pronoun goes before the verb. And that's it for the imperative. Those are the only tricky things. Okay? So now, you can do the next section on your practice worksheet. So pause. Let's go look at that. Okay, la boum, vous organisez une boum, vos amis veulent vous aider. Dites-leur ce qu'ils doivent ou ne doivent pas faire. Regardez les modèles. You're organizing a party, your friends want to help you. Say what they can or cannot do. Look at the models. So, these are questions that your friends are asking you, and you are answering them in an imperative sentence, either affirmatively or negatively. So either yes, do that, or no, don't do that. And it tells you if you're going to say yes or no. So let's look at the example. Your friend, one of them asks you, je décore le salon? Do I decorate the living room? You say yes, decorate it. So oui, okay, yes. And then décore, we know that's the verb we need because it's right here, décore. And then le, we know it's it, we singular and masculine because le salon is singular and masculine, right? Décore le, yes, decorate it. Another friend asks, je lave les verres? Do I wash the glasses? You want to say no. Once again, this is prompted for you on all of these. No. And then, that's wrong. There. Ne les lave pas. Ne les lave pas. No, don't wash them. So remember, the object pronoun has to be directly in front of the verb. So ne first, then the object pronoun, then the verb, then pas. Okay? That's it for this section. So pause me. Do this. There's a key at the bottom like normal, so you can check your answers. Then when you're ready, come back and look at infinitive, how to use le la le with infinitives. Okay, you finished that work. You're back. You're ready to see how to use le, la, and le with an infinitive in a sentence. Spoiler, it's exactly the same as me, tu, nous, and vous, where it just goes right in front of the infinitive. So, qui va regarder le film? Qui va regarder le film? Who is going to watch the movie? Who is going to watch? Okay, so we've got, this is the conjugated form of aller, correct? Is going. Regarder, to watch. This is our infinitive. Je vais le regarder. I am going to watch it. Okay, so I am going, je vais, conjugated form of aller, and then our object pronoun goes right in front of the infinitive, to watch it. I am going to watch it. Okay? Marc ne va pas le regarder. Marc ne va pas le regarder. Okay, Marc is not going, right? Ne pas around va, around the conjugated form of aller. Le regarder, object pronoun in front of the infinitive. Okay. Tu veux écouter ces CD? Tu veux écouter ces CD? Do you want to listen to these CDs? Do, because it's a question. You want to listen to these CDs. Je veux les écouter. Je veux les écouter. I want, conjugated form of vouloir, to listen to them. Object pronoun right in front of the infinitive. Or, je ne veux pas les écouter. Je ne veux pas les écouter. I, ne pas, don't, veux, want, to listen to them. Our object pronoun is right in front of the infinitive again. So these are just going to be a little trickier on your quiz because they're kind of mixed in with just normal present tense sentences that only have one verb. So you need to always be paying attention to a sentence. Hey, is there an infinitive in here? And if there is an infinitive, where is my conjugated verb? What is it? Often that's just going to mean that the sentence is in the near future, right? So like these, qui va regarder, who is going to watch. That's the near future when you use the conjugated form of aller plus an infinitive. Okay, so that is it for this video. You have one last section on your practice worksheet. Oui ou non, read the descriptions, then say what the following people are doing or are not doing. Use the infinitive in parentheses and the pronoun that fits. Be logical. Okay, so you can see we've got a sentence and then an infinitive after it. So based on this sentence, we have to decide if we're going to do whatever is in the infinitive. So for example, ce film est vraiment stupide. Ce film est vraiment stupide. This film is really stupid. So are we going to watch it? The answer would be no. We are not going to watch the film. So, nous n'allons pas. Okay, so this is conjugated form of aller. Allons. We are going, but we're not. So it's got ne pas around it. We are not going. Nous n'allons pas. And then we need our object pronoun. Film is singular and masculine, so we're using le. And then we just need the infinitive, voir. Let's do another one of these because this is a little complicated to think through. So, ce CD est extraordinaire. This CD is extraordinary. Are we going to listen to it? Or am I going to listen to it? It gives you the subject. So, yes, I am going to listen to it. So, I need to conjugate aller for je, right? I am going. So, je vais. And then I need my object pronoun, which for this is going to be le, because CD is masculine and singular. And then I just need the infinitive. Je vais le écouter. But now, I can see here, since écouter starts with a vowel, I have to have L apostrophe. Je vais l'écouter. I am going to listen to it. That's it. So there are a few steps to think through for these, but it's not too bad. It's exactly the same as when you practiced it with me, tu, nous and vous. Me, te, nous and vous. Okay, that's it for this video. If you have any questions or you're really confused about all of this, let me know. I can give you some more practice. Otherwise, au revoir.